Picture. Today is Monday, May 11th, 2026. Wanted to show you a little Hobby Lobby haul and Dollar Tree. I think there's only one thing from Dollar Tree. Before I get started, I wanted to, for anyone who has, where'd they go? Who has seen the Curve Life ads, Curve Life nails, press-on nails ads. I do not recommend this brand. Now these are super cute. Let's see if I can get it to focus. But those are little cats and fish skeletons. Little black cats and fish skeletons. I'm gonna have my daughter help me put these on when I'm ready to use these for a thing that I'm planning. But I have, so this set I just put on is plain French, what's it called? French manicure nails. Yeah, I've just been seeing the ads for Curve Life, got them from Amazon, but I don't recommend them. Here's why. There's like 3 or 4 reasons. One, so the brand that I like to use is called Kiss. For one thing, with Kiss, you can easily see the numbers. So press-on nails are numbered 0 through 13 for the size. 0 is the biggest. That's the size I use on my thumbs. And then my pinkies, I use size 12. And then I think I'm 3, 4, and 7. 7 for my ring fingers, and 3 for my pointer finger, or 4 for my pointer finger, and 3 for my middle finger. And with Kiss, you can easily see the numbers. With Curve Life, you can't see the numbers. They're there. I have a magnifying flashlight camera app on my phone that I was able to get the briefest glimpse of one of the numbers. So they are there, but you can barely see them. So they may as well not be there. 2, Kiss nails have tabs, breakaway tabs off the end of each nail, and that's what you hold to position the nail so that it's not going the wrong direction, you know, tilted or slanted. Like my pinkies, this one especially, it's going the wrong way because you're having to hold the actual nail to line it up before you press and hold for the glue to take. You can't see what you're doing. So that's frustrating. Another thing that's frustrating with the Curve Life nails is they're curved. The part that rests on your nail bed is more curved than Kiss nails. So, and they're more tapered. Like my nail beds get wider the further toward the end of my finger I get. And if you want the right width here, you have to go, then it's not wide enough here. So you have to go up in size, and it's too wide here for full coverage here. I opted to just press the dickens out of it, and because I don't like putting press-on nails where they're too big. They look not good to me. So there's that. Yeah, and they're too curved, so they don't have the tabs. You can't see the numbers. They're too curved. And they're not shaped right. So anyway, if you're tempted by the ads, to give them a try, because the ads are like, whoa, you know, oh my goodness, this stuff's amazing. Um, I recommend Kiss, and I will be going back to Kiss. These kitty cat ones, I can't tell if my camera is focusing. Maybe I'll try and put a picture. Anyway, these are cute. What I want to wear these for, and I don't know when I'm going to get to this, but I'll have my daughter put these on for me. One of my most viewed videos is where I give a review of the Harry Potter crochet kit. I just review the kit. You know, I just talk about what comes in it. What a mess, these nails. The glue got all over my fingers. It was just a mess. Anyway, I think people like beginner crocheters are looking for help actually crocheting the kit. So I don't know. I'm gonna find out if I could get in trouble for, I would not show the pattern, I would not show the book, I wouldn't talk, I wouldn't say what I'm doing, I would just film my hands crocheting the kit, and with some like YouTube provided royalty free music, or nothing at all, completely muted. I would be able to see the pattern, I would follow the pattern, but I would not show the pattern. The only thing that would show is my hands crocheting the Harry Potter crochet kit. It's the one that I made it, so I actually bought a new one. I haven't opened it yet, but it's the same thing. It's Harry and Dobby, and Dobby's sock. And I did complete it a couple years ago. But yeah, that's one of my most clicked videos, is where I give, you know, a kit review. But I think it's because people are looking for help actually crocheting the thing. So I don't know. I know an attorney. I'm not 100% sure what his specialty is, if it's family law or whatever, but I'll ask him what he thinks. I did reach out to the company, and I emailed them and I said, would it be okay if I did this? Never heard back, of course. But yeah, so I thought it'd be cute to wear the nails with the little black cats on them for that, but we'll see if I even ever get around to it. Because to sit and crochet start to finish, I mean, there's no way I can do it start to finish in one sitting, but I take a lot of breaks when I crochet. I mean, I may have attention span issues, I don't know, but not there's a problem with it, because I've got some kids that have attention span. My ex-husband has attention span, you know, challenges or whatever. But anyway, I feel like I'm going off on a ton of tangents here. Yeah, so there's that. Okay, well, let's get to, so I went to Hobby Lobby today. It's 30% off week, 30% off yarn. And all right, let me, so my last, oh shoot, everything's spilling. My last video, this is my fan. I talked about, I talked about working on my chickens. Working on my little chickens. So I did get them all stuffed and sewn up. Okay. Got them all stuffed and sewn up. And now I am adding their combs and their beaks. Okay. So yesterday was Mother's Day. My sister hosted a get-together. So it was her husband, their son, my nephew, the one I tutor, then me, then my daughter who's married and has 2 little girls, they were there. My son and his wife, they did something with her mom. And then I don't know if all of them went and did something or what, but they were not able to make it. But the weather was beautiful. My sister put out a beautiful spread, a brunch. We had quiche, we had fresh fruit, and we had blueberry sourdough toast, and there was apple juice, orange juice, lemonade. It was so nice, and we sat out in the back, and the weather was perfect, and it was lovely. And I was in the mood to do the combs and the beaks. So that's what I worked on, and they all watched me doing it. And I had an extra, so I have 2 dozen. Well, I had 2 dozen plus one, and my 6-year-old granddaughter wanted one. I said, I'm pretty sure I have an extra, because I want 24 for when I do my little market. And so there was an extra one of these rust colored ones. And I said, do you want me to put a keychain on it so you can hang it from your backpack, or do you want it to be a little pet? And she said she wanted it to be a little pet. So we didn't put a keychain thing on it. But I was asking, like, my sister and my brother-in-law and my daughter, you know, would $5 be too much to ask for this? And I do not feel comfortable asking more than $5, but I'm not even sure $5 because it is small. I mean, anyway, and they said, you know, none of them went $5, you know, whoa. So for me to feel more comfortable charging or asking $5 for this without a key ring, and I'm going to have a bowl of little keychain things that people can, you know, if they want whatever they buy to be a bag buddy or a key thing, then, you know, we can add the key ring. So then I thought, what if I just whip up little nests? I won't do green nests. This just happened to be the only color within reach when I kind of got the idea to see how quick I could make little nests. And I'll show you at Hobby Lobby, I got the yarn that I want to use for the little nests. But so I would feel, I'm really not going to be able, I think I'm not going to be able to tell what price. I really, really, really want to stick with just one price for everything. But I don't know what price that will be. I really feel like I'm going to have to wait until I've got everything made and just see where we're at. So, you know, $5 or $6 for the interactive chicken in a nest. And the velvet yarn, it's thinner, the green, that's Soho Squishy in the colorway Froggy. And I had it with me because that's the next animal on the list that I'm going to work on, is making little frogs. But I noticed the velvet yarn, it's just like, it doesn't have as much stiffness or firmness to it. And it took, you know, I mean, I think I had to do, oh, by the way, Soho Squishy, I call it muggle yarn because there's absolutely no possible way to do a magic ring with Soho Squishy. It doesn't hold up. More on that as we move forward in this endeavor here, but I thought, oh, I want to find something that is bigger so that I can do fewer stitches and make them up quicker. We'll see. This is what I ended up getting at Hobby Lobby today. So it kind of looks like scrambled eggs. It's yellow with white speckles. I really just don't feel like my camera focus is great. But this is a 7 jumbo. But I'm hoping I can work up quick little simple nests. Because this was, I think I started with 9. I did a chain 2 instead of magic ring. And I worked 9 single crochets into the second chain from hook. And then doubled, so for 18. And then went around once, 1 per stitch. So I'm pretty sure it's only 3, maybe 4 rounds. But yeah, if I can maybe, you know, do anyway, we'll see. I'll let you know. I'll keep you posted. Where's the label? Yeah, it looks like scrambled eggs. I don't know if you can see. So I got that, and price wise, so $7.99, but with 30% off, this cost me, what's $6, or $8, $7.99, basically $8, 80 cents times 3, $2.40, $5.60. Is that right? $8 minus 30%, or 70% of $8, $5.60, yeah. $5.60 for it's Baby Bee Cuddly One Sun Kisses is the color, Sun Kisses, and you get, oh gosh, it's 8 ounces, 33 yards, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it's a 7 jumbo. All right, so stay tuned for that. Let me set that right here. Then, because of my work schedule change, a little bit of a change, I used to work swing shift on Mondays, 3 p.m. to 10 p.m. But they asked if I could switch to a night shift for a different client. And I said I could do it if I can swap it. I mean, I could have added the night shift and then I would have had, you know, an additional shift each week. But that doesn't work for me for a couple reasons. So I said I could take the night shift if I could swap it for the swing shift with the other client on the other day. And they said yes. So my night shift, my overnight shift, is on Sunday nights from 10 p.m. to 7 a.m. So, and I get to sleep, but I do need to get up 3 or 4 times throughout the night to prompt my client to use the restroom. So, you know, there's that. But other than that, you know, I'm resting. All the clients, basically all the clients for this agency, they have to have someone with them at all times. They need constant supervision. So, not for behavioral reasons, but just for capabilities. So, so I basically have Mondays off now. Whereas Monday used to be a work day, now it's basically a day off, because I you know, when I get off at 7, I'm rested good enough, because I normally get up 2 or 3 times in the middle of the night anyway. Anyway, so it's really not much different for me. So I drove out. Now Hobby Lobby is out of the way for me. I almost never go that way, but I've been on a roll with the chickens, and I wanted to, and it was 30% off week at Hobby Lobby. So let me go. I'm just gonna go and see what I can find. So that's what I found. But because I didn't really have anything else to do today, you know, pressing or appointment wise or anything, I had a cart, like, because I can't walk long distances, but I can walk longer distances if I have a cart, or I don't use my cane very often, occasionally when I have a blowout on my back, but you know, flare up. But when I have a grocery cart, I was able to, I think I went down almost every aisle, not every single aisle, but lots of aisles, like probably three-fourths of the aisles in Hobby Lobby, just browsing. And right now they're having 50% off their spring, I think it was called the spring shop. Anything that's tagged, or anything where the brand is the spring store or the spring shop, spring type related stuff, 50% off. And then they were having 40% off paper, like scrapbooking. Don't quote me, but anyway, whew, I'm getting sidetracked here. So I went down that aisle because one thing I wanted to look for was little tags, little things I could use for price tags. So this is brown cardstock. These are bookmarks sizes. This was 99 cents, which I thought I was gonna get 40% off this, but it didn't give me 40% off. What did it give me 40% off on? Gave me 40%, anyway. Oh, this, okay. All right, so I didn't get these on sale, but 99 cents, 50 bookmarks, and I can probably get, per bookmark, I can probably get, so when I do little price tags or little something, part signs, I got a hole punch because mine is somewhere in storage, $2.79 for a hole punch. And then I got a corner rounder. So it's a punch, and if you see that gray, that silver arrow type thing, it takes the corner, which is the dotted line, and you can trim it into a rounded corner. So I got that. That was $3.99. I find Hobby Lobby's prices to not be shocking, and I appreciate that. And then I went down the confectionery, bakery, cake decorating aisle, and I ended up getting these little, they're clear plastic bags, like these. Here's a picture of what they'd be good for. So these would be like my, you know, they're clear, they're see-through bags, but like at the market for people to, you know, carry their thing around, but you can see through it. Advertising, no, I don't know. But it's $9.99 for 150, and I got 40% off that. So I paid $6 for 150 of these, which I thought was good. And you know what else I think will be fun is if I crochet more goldfish, I can fill it with air, the bag, and hang the goldfish keychain thing from the, like, tie it with a little ribbon, so it's like around, so it's kind of like you won a goldfish at the fair, at the carnival or whatever. I'll show it if I do it down the road. Okay. Then the last thing I want to show you, at Dollar Tree, I was going up and down aisles, just browsing, looking around Dollar Tree this morning. So I went there first, right? Is that what I did? I can't remember. Anyway, went to Dollar Tree just to get some basic staples. And noticed, let me pull one. It's a 4-pack. I got one 4-pack. Oh my gosh. Let's try and get this open. This, oh yeah, sorry. This is an ice mold to make a sphere-shaped ice cube. You get 4 in a pack, and I think they're $1.50 plus tax. So I worked it out to be about, what, 40 cents each. Okay. So you open this. This little thing. Fill it up here and freeze it. Like you would think the water would leak out, but anyway, I don't plan on making ice cubes with these. In fact, I plan on taking these out. One of the things that I want to make and offer at my little booth is aliens, little aliens. So these are going to be the spaceships. The little alien spaceships. Yeah. I can probably suspend him so he's bobbling around in there or whatever. I don't know. I just bought 1 pack of 4. See what happens. Is that it? Just some boring other, staples, shampoo. I get my shampoo at Dollar Tree. What else? All these Ziploc, quart-size Ziplocs. And so my Saturday client, the laundromat at the facility where he lives, the dryers don't work very good. So, this is another thing I got at Hobby Lobby. It's a 4-pack, 4 sizes. This is the biggest one, this zipper thing. And it's not that netting. That netting is like fingernails on a chalkboard for me. That netting, I can't touch that netting stuff, but this is like plastic. I don't know if you can see that. But anyway, this is the biggest one. And at Dollar Tree, I got a pack of clothespins because on the way from where he lives to the laundromat that's part of the facility, there's 2 big long clotheslines. So the dryers, you have to run them. You have to run the load twice to get, in the dryer to get it fully dry. And he doesn't always have enough quarters on hand. So my plan is to run them through the first dryer load, but then hang them on the line to finish, to get them to finish drying. And then this is this comes in a 3-pack. I need to drill a couple holes, or like I have this awl. If I want to poke holes in plastic, I heat it up and then I'll put some holes, because he's got a well, it's got some holes that you can punch out, but anyway, he's got on his porch, he has some succulents, but one of them, there's no pot. It looks like a glob of dirt that the succulent is in. Like something happened to the pot because it's shaped like a little plant pot. So I picked up a 3-pack. I'll use the others for something. I don't know. I'll figure out something. But so I'm going to bring that to him on Saturday when I go. And then I poked a hole. In fact, I used the awl to poke a hole in the corner here through both layers. Put a key ring and a carabiner, and that way we can hang this on the clothesline as we're getting the clothespins out. You know, and anything that will make my job easier, if it's $1.25, you know, and then the pouch was, I paid $2.50 for 4 of them. It's basically 60 cents. The plant thing, 3 for $1.25, so 40 cents, $1, so 2 something. You know, if I submitted receipts, I didn't ask permission to buy these things for that client, so I don't submit receipts for things that I get because I think it would just make my job easier. So and hanging them on the line and getting them off the line would be a good activity for him to do. So I mean, for him to do, they like us to, you know, keep them active and find things for them to do. So that's that. Trying to think what else. The gal that was cutting my hair changed salons, and I started panicking because I really liked how she cut it, and I couldn't find her. They couldn't tell me where she went, but then she reached out to me. I think she contacted them and got, because my daughter with the 2 little girls, she went to hair school. She didn't finish, but one of the things she learned there is, by law, when you leave a salon, they have to give you your client contact info. So anyway, she reached out, so I have an appointment with her toward the end of June, because I did get it cut by someone else, and I like the way my other gal does it. So I'm just thinking out loud at this point. Yeah, I guess I'll end it here. Yeah, I'm going to see about making simple little nests for the chickens. Just to try, because the chickens are a lot smaller than what a lot of the other things are going to come out as size-wise. So I kind of want things to be comparable size-wise in people's minds. And yeah. Okay, thanks for watching. Sorry it was so rambly. And I will catch you next time. I hope you're having a great day or evening. And yeah, take care. And I'll catch you next time. Bye.